To our listeners, we thank you.
We thank you so much. We thank you so much.
You made it super.
Going to that place, you have to go and do U-turn and they come but they were there. They were there. To the Honorable Kofi Adams, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping and for going through and for saying thank you to the people for us.
He's Minister for Sports and Recreation.
Minister for Sports and Recreation.
Right.
Recreation.
Charlie, there was food, there was drinks, there was games, everything.
And
fun.
They were friends.
Yeah, and the ones you like.
Shout out to the people of the Catholic Church from the Saint. I've forgotten the parish.
Look at this.
It's Achimota. No. I'll recollect the name.
The winner of the Gobeathon, Caesar from
Caesar. The guy he say, as my name suggests, give unto Caesar.
They were asking the man how he said he won the Gobeathon by the grace of God.
But thank you to you all. Thank you so much.
Yes,
thank you so much to you all. I got some new friends. Nana,
you did?
And Eureka. Nana and the daughter Eureka. Thank you for coming through. Helen's friends. Helen also made friends with Helen. Come. Helen's friends. But I need to say congratulations to Lois Kisiedu, to AJ Sapong,
right,
and to my very own Janette. These three women.
They were
these
super.
Three women. These three women, congratulations to you. You do well. You do well for 3FM.
Right.
You do well for 3FM. Yeah, you do well for 3FM. Some energy you see. Some energy you see from these three people. Not just, and I'm not saying this for the grounds. No, on the grounds, I have to say well done to Asariba, to Massive, to Mr. Massive. Well done. To Heleno. Helen, come here. Helen, why are you hiding? Come. Come.
3FM Sunrise.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
I saw Helen at the Gobe Festival. She was with some dog bee.
Helen was the one moderating the on-air conversation. You see why I keep saying you are using the wrong words? Where did you sleep last night?
My house. And how was Gobe Festival for you?
Oh my goodness. 3FM Gobe Fest 3.0 completely exceeded my expectations. From the minute we set up till the last person left.
From the minute we said the
energy, the vim, the vibe. And let me tell you, 3FM 92.7 is no small brand at all. We are a very, very powerful force to be reckoned with. And, we're a small but mighty team, of course, proudly supported by TV3, giving us that needed coverage that we used to expand 3FM Gobe Fest. It was an amazing time. And you know what? Some conversations on ground that extended beyond the eating of gobe. It went into policy making decisions.
Yes, I see.
And there was a gentleman, I forget the name, I think the first name is Daniel, and he is involved in what he says is shaping conversations around Ghanaian food. Sikod, yes. And I had a very wonderful interaction with him. In fact, it was live on air also on the day. And he said he had spoken with many people there who are actually making the connection between food festivals and the economy. Because look at how much beans we consumed on that day, from the aikle, the gobe, the wache, all the other beans dishes. think about the farmers, you know, who are directly benefiting from that, the middlemen. So we were basically facilitating the value chain on Saturday, straight from the farm into your esophagus. And wow.
There are 3 people on the back of that. There were 3 people on separate occasions who asked me why Gobe Festival was just a one-day event.
Yes.
Sisters, you hold on for me. We'll talk more about the Gobe Festival, but while we were enjoying over the weekend, it's not been so much of good news for our brothers and sisters in Kumasi in the Ashanti region. You know that scores of shops at Blue Light Doom in the Central Business Center of Kumasi, they were gutted by fire Friday dawn. Well, some shop owners attempted to defy the ravaging fire to salvage works. They threw caution to the wind despite warnings from the police and firefighters to stay away. In Kumasi over the weekend, it was not a pleasant sight at all. Let's have a conversation on the back of this and speak with ACFO2 Peter Tete, is the Ashanti Regional Fire Commander. Commander, good morning to you. How are you, sir?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
Great to know. It's not been a pleasant weekend for you in the Ashanti region. I'm talking about the Adum Blue Light fire. Talk to us about it. What have your preliminary investigations uncovered?
Yes, the investigation department is still working here. So our concentration then since the Friday was on how to close the fire and bring it under control and finally extinguish it. So the investigation team is also on the ground working. Very soon they will come up with the final cause of fire.
How long does this fire, the inferno, last?
Yes, we were called in at 0605 hours. And it got there at 0616 hours. So when they got there, they called other pumps all supporting this scheme. The whole of Friday, going down that dawn of Saturday, the fire was under control. One thing about market fires is about the mixed cargo. Not only the mixed cargo, but they were also well compacted. So therefore,
when you say mixed
when
cargo,
it was under control.
Commander, when you say mixed cargo, what do you mean?
Pardon?
When you say mixed cargo, what do you mean?
When we say mixed cargo, the combustibles are of different markets, different items involved. That is what we mean by the mixed cargo.
Right.
Yes. But Saturday, no, that is Sunday dawn at 0049 hours. We finally extinguish it.
So,
But with our experience, we know there will be re-ignition. So we position an appliance there. Even this morning, appliance is still positioned there to take care of the pocket of fire that will be erupting. So it's from that Friday morning, 0616 hours, up to Sunday dawn, which is 0049 hours.
So that is how long it took for you to,
Yes,
if you like, completely put out the fire.
Yes. But as at, Friday, as excavators came, we called for the excavators, they came later to pave the way, access, so that we could get in and fight the fire. So, for instance, the Saturday night, the excavators were breaking the doors to the stores, and then we were fighting into the stores. Even yesterday, the same thing that the excavators were doing. Yes.
You mentioned that there's possible reignition.
Yes. Yes, we know that there will be reignition, market fires. So when it is completely done, you know there could be reignition. That's why we position our plans closer. Yes.
Let's talk about the fire itself from Friday up until Sunday dawn that you were able to completely put out the fire. Was there any challenge, as in the reason why it took this long, apart from the nature of the combustibles in the market?
Yes. If you have watched the area view, we have story buildings in front. 3 story buildings, but 2 were involved. Then behind there is also another 2-story building. And in between the front and the back story building, that stretch in between there, that caused the whole, that is where the congestion was. So we couldn't, even though in the morning we were fighting from the front, but we couldn't get access. Inside fires, you fight from the front and behind. We couldn't get access to behind it to deal with it. Yes. So congestion actually, inaccessibility causes a lot. Yes.
So,
and apart from that, there was also human activity. The market, congestion in the whole area, from human, the sellers. Most of the people that morning were able to move their things, and they just dropped them on the road. So when our trucks came, they were not able to move freely. Yeah, so congestion was also a major factor that delays our work.
Commander, throughout the weekend, there were concerns that the fire service was not adequately equipped to fight such fires like what happened in Kumasi in the Ashanti region. You've spoken to us about some other challenges that made it difficult for you to put out the fire in good time. But for the service itself, what other factors hindered your ability to do what was expected of you efficiently?
The fire attendants, fire service in particular, brought in 5 tenders, fire tenders on the ground. The army also brought us, the 4BN brought a fire tender. They brought in 4, the assembly and the minister was able to bring in another 4 water tankers at the time that were supplying water to the fire tenders around. So there was water. It was the accessibility. These water tankers were ready with water, but the accessibility to get in there was the problem.
When you went there at 06:16 hours in the morning,
yes,
the tanker you sent there had water inside, but your problem was
the tank. Our appliances had water. So in the morning we were able to know there is KJTR market, the opposite. There is a fire hydrant there. That's the KJTR system supply. So that morning we were able to get access, and we connected the hydrant to one of the appliances who was giving water also out. Yes. So water was not actually a problem.
I see.
It was the accessibility.
So where did the concerns people had that you came to the fire scene without water in your tanks, where did that come from?
But that is the signature tune. Any fire, that is what the public, most people say. But we know it's not true. It's never true. I don't think why should fire service go there with an empty fire tender. No rational human being will do that. It is not true. The issue is our tenders, the capacity. That is it. Yes.
So when you went to the scene on Friday after you got the call, talk to us about your SOPs, your standard operating procedures. How did you go about it? What steps did you take to control the fire?
What we did was, when we got there, the frontage, you will not see anything behind. It's the frontage we started dealing with. And the fire was at the second floor, the last floor of those buildings. So as we were fighting the fire, then we got wind that, the fire also was at the behind. But when the tenders were moved there, access was a problem. Yes. Because the normal thing is that we should have surrounded the whole place, command point. But access to the place was a problem.
I see. In the Ashanti region, you are the chief fire officer there. What logistical challenges do you have as the fire service in the Ashanti region?
It's logistical. It's not about Ashanti region. It's about the whole Ghana.
But let's talk about the situation in the Ashanti region first.
Yes, currently the logistics that we have we have 31. We have 25 fire stations and fire posts. Those who don't have fire posts, those who don't have fire plants, we have 6. Out of the 25, we have at any given time, we will have about 17 fire tenders working. I'm saying this because of the nature of the fire tenders. They are old and weak, so our mechanics will face the problem in the morning, in the evening, they will report this is another problem. So the situation is not a permanent one. Yes, the appliances are old, they are weak. That pertains to the whole all other regions. Yes.
So it's only a problem of appliance. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. You said what?
So I'm asking if the only problem there is that of equipment, appliance.
Oh no. Hydrants, fire hydrants. It's also a problem. Ashanti region for that week had problem. They were the water company. They did repair works. So as at that time, so it was Friday that actually they started water started flowing. They did repair works. So the hydrant started flowing. Yes. But for rest at the fire ground that day, the tankers were supplying water to us. Yes.
So if the fire service goes to a fire scene, for instance, do they know where all these hydrants are located and whether or not there is water in the hydrants that will be used to?
The fire hydrant, they know them. And the flow of water in them, that one depends on the water company. But we are aware of where functionable fire hydrants are. We know the location. So when a water company, their water is flowing, yes, you go there, you get it. Yes. So we expect what we are advocating that at least every fire station there should be the mechanized borehole with sufficient storage facilities, so that at least at any given time you have a constant supply of water. Yes.
Are these hydrants in the region, are they easily accessible?
Yes, they are accessible. They are accessible. But the problem in the central business itself, the hydrant there is a problem. Accessibility. Yes, accessibility.
What does that actually mean? That there are the access to the hydrant area, there are a lot of shops there, you can't find your way there. What when you say accessibility, what do you mean?
Nearby we saw a hydrant. We also saw a hydrant over there. By others, we have been told this what is the name? My sellers have are sitting on them all over. So as part of the observation recommendations, the hydrant team must move in to actually look at it, and if they find any of such distance, we would ensure it. You know, the water hydrants, you know, they are beneath, and there is a cover. So sometimes when they are sitting on it, you will not know. Do you get me?
Yes, I understand that.
When they are sitting on it, you will not see. See.
Over the weekend, when you were putting out the fire, was there any point where you did not have water in any of the tanks that were situated there?
As we speak, I told you we had 4 water tankers that were supplying water to these tenders.
So all the time there was constant water flowing?
Yes. So the tankers will come and then be feeding them. That's what we were doing.
When you were there, what happened when the regional minister visited the scene?
The regional minister were at the scene. So if we were there when the excavator was doing its work, so it was later I heard there was issue. I moved to assess other areas. They said there was issue. It was the following day that I saw. They showed me a video about the minister was talking. Actually, what they told me was that the minister called the tender that was closer there to come back and start fighting the pocket of fire where the excavator was working. Yeah. So Alain was asking whether there was no water in it. Yes. So as people were saying, it wasn't confrontational. It wasn't. Yes. We pushed those things behind us because we took that the ground there from that Friday as a battleground. And passions were there as we were working. The minister from morning has supported. He supported with fuel and brought excavators. We were there together. So let's take it as part of the battleground. Yes. After that, we move on. And the work was done. Yes. It's part of it.
So you spoke to us about the investigations that is ongoing. Do we know when we should have a report, and will it be made public?
Don't exercise patience. Let our investigation be completed. Powers be or will come in, then we take off. No, this is a complex something. So it won't just take today for you to complete the thing. Yes.
What is the preparedness of the Ashanti Region Fire Command, and all the other substations that are under you? How prepared are you to fight other fires in the region when they happen?
Yes, as I said, what we have now, we are just managing them. That is why we have intensified our education. We do the education, the moving. In the night, all the stations go in for market patrols. We have intensified. We are always on the ground educating the public. My appeal is they should listen to these safety messages and adhere to them. Yes. What we are doing now is to educate the people. When you prevent it, you don't do this, you do this on fire, undesired fire, not to occur. That is better for us. That is it.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. We've been speaking with the Chief Fire Officer of the Fire Commander, ACFO Peter Tete Ashanti, the Ashanti Regional Fire Commander, speaking with us there on the developments in the Ashanti region.
Accra gets busy on this frequency. 92.7 3